welcome, I'm Frankie Boyle. When I was asked to host the show, I was delighted. I've always hated this programme, but I do have a book to sell and a mistress in London. On Noel's team tonight, DJ Ironic, who's a really, really good rapper, according to MC Sarcastic. Please welcome DJ Ironic. And welcome a woman who's brainier than Kurt Cobain's garage wall. It's Carol Vorderman. And on Phil's team tonight, a singer who said recently he'd be quitting music, which is a bit like Stephen Hawking saying he's quitting international basketball. From Reverend in the Makers, it's John McClure. A man who performed an Edinburgh show this year, which asked if it was OK to have a Hitler moustache. The answer, of course, is yes, if it's just above the vagina. It's comedian Richard Herring. So, those are our teams. No wonder Simon Amstel left. So we begin with a round called Whoop Whoop, that's the sound of the police. Noel, Carol and Ironic, have a look at this. It's Aerosmith, a band who had so much sex in the 1980s that Steve Tyler's Wank Bank is one of the few financial institutions predicted to ride out the recession. So that was Aerosmith with Pink. But how did a Ferrari get the Aerosmith drummer Joey Kramer in trouble with the law?
It was like someone had let David Lynch direct a Gap advert.
Oh, look at that. That's not nice.
There's a certain element to it where, like, he's like a sort of wee dwarf and then he's like a skeleton, and when he actually comes on as himself, he looks weirder. Noel, I'm enjoying your cloak work, or cape work.
You made this for me, didn't you? Not many people know this.
Yeah. I made this so that you and Carol could look like the same woman from different dimensions.
Do you think?
Yeah, to me, Noel looks like a raven that a wizard has turned into a very beautiful young lady.
Was that a compliment?
It was a compliment to Noel.
You look like Bobby Ball if he was in Star Trek. Cyber Bobby Ball.
Ironic? Do we call you Ironic?
Call me whatever you want.
Well, don't say that.
I'm fascinated by you. You've got stars for hair. I don't even know what's going on. Look at this.
Yeah, 3 stars.
I'm still loving the cape. Do you know what I can't work out is how old is Steve Tyler? Because he's been around a while and he looks quite good there. In that photo, I mean, I know he looks a bit odd, but he looks quite good.
He looks quite good if he's a pepperami.
I did read a thing about him last year, though, that he had bloggers on the internet who were pretending to be him and his girlfriend, and they were typing about what they got up to all day and all night. And then he sued them, but he didn't know who they were. Well, you wouldn't really, would you? Do you tweet?
No, I don't tweet.
Do you Facebook?
Yeah, I do go on Facebook, man.
But what's your name on Facebook?
Frankie Boyle. To be honest, Carol, I'd heard you were smarter than this.
There are actually 57 Frankie Boyles pretending to be you.
Well, I hope that they get the bullet or sexual assault case that I am due. To bring us back to the question, any idea
what was the question?
The question was, how did the Ferrari get Aerosmith's drummer in trouble with the law?
A Ferrari. Oh, I love Ferraris.
I've never been in a Ferrari. Have you been in a
yes,
Ferrari?
Yeah, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, unfortunately. Can I have some R's? Can we have some, yeah?
Shouldn't you be asking Carol for those?
I'll give you a clue. It's something that happened at a garage.
Oh, did he drive off with the petrol pump thing still in it?
What, he left with the petrol pump still in the car?
Still in the car, still in the...
Dragging the whole petrol station.
Well, that's a very complex wrong answer. You're not quite right, but you're very close.
Very close.
Very close.
He drove off and didn't pay for petrol?
That's not close.
That would be like the least rock and roll crime of all time.
Did he keep that sort of magic tree that you have hanging from the mirror? Did he keep that in for too long?
What's happened here is when I've told you you're very close, you've decided to guess at something from a totally different world. You're wrong. It was actually the fact that Joey Kramer set his Ferrari and himself on fire when he filled it up with the engine running, prompting a fire marshal's investigation.
Wow.
It's the most disastrous pumping accident since Michael Jackson challenged Macaulay Culkin to a game of leapfrog. The real tragedy is that it was a classic 1973 Ferrari and Jamiroquai wasn't inside. So, no points for you there. Phil, John and Richard, could you have a look at this? It's Khalees, who says it's her milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard. Personally, I use Haribo to tempt them and central locking to imprison them. That was Khalees with milkshake, but how did two prostitutes get her into trouble with the police?
It's hard to see how prostitutes would be getting in trouble with the police.
Well, maybe her milkshaking blender had broken. And you know, there's plenty of prostitutes in Los Angeles with very, very good wrist action. You could probably whip up 3 or 4 knickerbockers without any bother at all. A couple of whores just banging away there.
And the problem was that she had to charge, and that's when it became a felony and the police became...
Yeah.
Points, please.
I have to say, one of the things that this is thrown up is that nobody knows what Khalees' milkshake refers to, and it's a subject of a lot of internet debate.
Having looked into this on the internet and researched it in quite some detail, I can confirm it's a strawberry and crushed ice mix.
You feel it's an innocent song about milkshakes?
Absolutely.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
It could be shaking breasts. They produce milk, and so by shaking breasts, that could be the milkshake.
I don't know if any mothers are watching, but if you can actually shake your knockers and make a milkshake.
Yeah.
As a special Sunday treat for baby.
Yeah.
Well, what a hideous and disturbing image we've produced for the nation. Any idea how she could get into trouble with prostitutes?
How can you not get into trouble with prostitutes?
Did Khalees hire 2 prostitutes and have sex with them, and the police caught them doing it, and after watching for a while, arrested them?
For a year and a half. In an operation like The Wire.
I remember something about her shouting at some people in the street or something.
Yes, well done, a point. She was done for shouting abuse at 2 prostitutes. Khalees was charged on public disorder counts after screaming abuse at 2 prostitutes who turned out to be undercover female police officers. Remember, you should always check that they really are prostitutes, because it's actually illegal to kill police officers. Next up, it's the never-popular intros round. Nolan Ironic, here are yours for Carol.
Hey.
Ready?
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to showing off my cape.
It is beautiful.
I'm looking forward to showing off my beatboxing skills.
Oh!
Look at your watch. Unbelievable.
Don't touch the
It's like
watch.
a bling wagon wheel. Well, I want it. I could probably buy a flat with that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Better, 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 better.
I know this one, just keep going.
And then the children followed Noel to the park.
That was really good, but I'm not very good at intros. I didn't tell you that bit, did I?
It's actually, by the standards of this round, quite a good version. Yeah, and I'm looking at you, Jupiters.
Don't get distracted by the cape. Look at that. Look at that embroidery.
Touch the card.
Ever thought I'd get my cape fondled by Carol Norton?
I have to apologise, boys, because that was great, but I really don't know.
Girls team, any ideas?
Is it Bob Marley?
Is it Bob Marley?
Bob Marley, can you get the song?
Iron Lion Zion.
It is indeed Iron Lion Zion. Here's how it should have sounded. Can I ask you something, Carol?
No.
Did you ever see any irony in presenting a show that was aimed at old people waiting for death and calling that programme Countdown?
I've attached jelly tots to my cape just to lighten everything Frankie said.
I hope you've got a big bag of jelly tots down there.
We're counting.
Should I count?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
If one of you can master counting...
Me!
Carol, you count, man.
OK. 1, 2, 3, 4. A teenage kick so hard to beat.
Yes,
every
indeed.
time.
Hey. Well done.
Hey.
Here's how it should have sounded.
For 3 weeks, I used to practice in my back room with Liz Kershaw when we were in a band called Dawn Chorus and the Blue Tits, and we used to sing that.
Wow, who had the blue tits?
It varied.
Kershaw, wasn't it? So that was Teenage Kicks by the Undertones. The Undertones' Fergal Sharkey now campaigns against illegal downloads. I recently intervened when somebody was about to illegally download a Michael McIntyre DVD. I said, "Don't bother, mate, it's shit." John Peel was such a fan of the Undertones, he simply had the words Teenage Kicks engraved on his tombstone. Sadly, it's been kicked over by teenagers. We also heard Bob Marley with Iron Lion Zion. Bob Marley decided to fight cancer with homeopathy. If you don't want to see the results, look away now. Although cancer did go on to play AIDS in the semi-final. Last year, a statue of Bob Marley was unveiled in Serbia to celebrate peace and tolerance. Serbia is, of course, one of the most tolerant countries in the world, having slaughtered all of their intolerant citizens. Phil and John, here are yours for Richard.
Good luck. Let's do this, come on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't really like music. I don't know where that should. I think I should maybe mention that before I came on the show.
So we can all make the noise. Does anyone know what the title is?
Is it?
Can I give him a clue?
Yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out, man.
It's like what you might do after you'd watched Khalees' video.
Is it White Shade of Pale?
You're close, you're close. You're on the right lines.
It's one of those... I do know this one.
Apparently not!
When Frankie tells you, I'll tell whether he was right or not.
Any ideas?
Is it like Snow Patrol or someone? Along them...
They are wank, you're nearly there.
Looking at you, I would never have thought you were the kind of young man who'd use that sort of word.
Sorry.
Is it because it's not got enough letters in it? It was the Caesars with Jerk It Out, and here's how it should have sounded.
Yeah, I recognise that bit.
That was quite difficult to have.
It was
to
a
say.
difficult
that
one,
was
wasn't
very
it?
hard.
The next one is a great record. Put them in the next one.
OK.
Bum 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 bum. Down, 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 down,
Can you hear?
Oh, shut your face. I'm 42 years old. I should have a proper job. I'm doing this rubbish. Hearing two... He's even older than me, just going dang, 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 dang. I should be a headmaster somewhere by now. Sitting here doing the cardigan. Just putting a cape. I don't know what it's called. Does that make me a bad person? I can't do it.
No, it just makes you a shit contestant. Any ideas?
Is it Manic Street Preach? No, I don't know.
No, it was the Pixies with Debaser. Here's how it sounds. So that was the Pixies with Debaser. The group struggled with a 9-year heroin problem. 9 years of heroin sort of goes a bit beyond a problem. It's a bit like saying that millions died in the Second World Kerfuffle. And we had Jerk It Out by the Caesars. The band have said that Jerk It Out means to just let out some steam. We've all had one of those, usually towards the end of the Hollyoaks omnibus. Round 3 is the Identity Parade. Noel, Ironic and Carol. How about an X Factor contestant? Oh. For the audience only, here is Maria Lawson. That was Maria Lawson in 2006 with Sleepwalking. But which of our lineup is the real Maria? Is it number 1, Sleepwalker? Number 2, Streetwalker? Number 3, Sleep It Off in the Spare Room? Number 4, Sleep with whoever you want, as long as I can film it? Or number 5, could you sleep with number 4 and 1? No. Wait a minute, not 1, 2.
Now, these two boys are big fans of the X Factor. This series...
Wow. Are we?
Am I not allowed to say that?
Wow.
Is the X Factor the one with Jedward?
Jedward. I saw Jedward.
You saw Jedward, man?
Yeah.
In real life?
I think they're like the new Ant and Dec.
They're the new Ant and Dec?
Yeah. I used to be a big fan of Ant and Dec.
PJ and Duncan.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah. You know?
Surely that was the death of music.
I think it's also the death of your street cred.
Yeah. I'll take off my bling now. I'll take it all off.
Just drop it in a tray on the way out. Sorry. I read a story about you, right? It was a kiss and tell
Right.
by a lady who said
Yeah.
that you took her to a Premier Travel Lodge.
Me?
Yeah.
No, they're Premier Inns. Travel Lodge is a different company.
Carol, you are just on the ball tonight, aren't you? It's not a very rap thing to do, though, is it? I can't imagine Jay-Z's taking Beyonce to Centre Parks.
Yeah, well, Jay-Z's wrapped up with Beyonce. I'm not wrapped up, I'm single, so I think a single guy should be allowed to do what he wants.
Yeah, if I'm not dating her, it's the Travel Lodge. Anyway, I don't know why I've decided to start a beef with you.
We're cool, we're cool.
We're cool, man. Any ideas? Who's Maria?
I have.
I've got some...
Yeah, but has anyone got any correct ideas?
I've seen one episode of The X Factor. That's it. I don't know anything about The X Factor.
Mr. Ironic?
Do you know anything about it?
Oh, can I
But this was 2006, right?
2006.
Yeah, but I did see it then, because the children were a bit younger then. So we used to stay in on a Saturday night then.
I bet you're an amazing mum.
They couldn't watch the X Factor.
No, because they wanted to watch the X Factor at that age.
This is like an Alan Bennett monologue now. I remember we had Ravitas that night. With the X Factor, I went for the custard creams. There was no custard creams. Harvey had taken the last custard cream, and in many ways that summed up our relationship.
I do know the answer here, and I knew it as soon as she walked out. Yeah, I did.
Really?
Actually.
You said that, but I didn't believe you. You said that for every question.
And actually, can I say...
We've got nothing right.
I know the answer. And I really like this girl, and I didn't think in those days... I didn't think she should have been sent out when she was sent out. And it's definitely number one.
Did she not win? She didn't win?
If she'd won, she wouldn't be turning up on this piece of shit.
And she was very, very lovely and a great voice. Number one.
Well, let's see. Could the real Maria Lawson please step forward?
Yay!
Now starring in Thriller the musical and promoting her new album, Maria Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. Phil, John and Rich, we've got something from the 1970s for you, here for the audience only. It's Chicory Tip.
Son of my father, changing, rearranging into someone new. Son of my father, collecting and selecting independent views, knowing and showing how to change his tune.
That was Chicory Tip with their 1972 number one, Son of My Father. But which of our lineup is drummer Brian Shearer? Is it number one, Son of My Father? Number two, Son of a Bitch? Number three, Son, you're adopted? Number four, Son, your real father could be any one of Cameroon's 1990 World Cup squad? Or number five, Son, I never want to see you or your boyfriend ever again.
I'm loving the shirts here, I have to say. Someone who had those shirts that we're never, ever going to get a use for these, unless they've all come with just embarrassingly in this exact same costume.
I think that it's actually the Lithuanian boyzone.
We come to England to make a pop hit. Then when we're not singing the pop music, we fix plumbing.
He's a drummer, right?
He's a drummer we're looking for, yeah.
I think it's number 4. He's got the most deranged look in his eye.
Yeah,
Well, they're all nutters.
I think it's 2 or 4 is where I'm going.
Nutterville?
So
yeah.
what you're doing is trying to guess by scanning for signs of mental illness.
You should look at their hands. Can we go Miss Marple?
You can do what you like.
Can we
Go up
go
and look
up?
at their hands, man.
Look at their hands. I'm going to look for clues. Hold out your hands, please, gentlemen. Palms up. No, he's never done a day.
Calluses,
There's a little bit there, yeah.
stick holder look.
Yeah, that could be nothing. No, it's a bit... Mind you, these are all, like, really old men, so... You're not going to learn anything. Oh, he didn't want to show...
Very smooth. Seen a few Khalees videos.
It's not really helped, is it?
Callus. It's 105.
105. But from the hand clue...
If you'd spent all your life holding a stick...
Yeah. Well, I kind of have, to be honest, but...
Doesn't mean he's a drummer. He could be a strangler. Is that giving you any idea there?
Yes, giving me the idea that the spin-off show I'm going to do, CSI Buzzcocks, might not be flying.
For CSI Buzzcocks, will you just bring in the bodies of dead pop stars? Well, Jim Morrison, turns out he choked to death on revels. Any ideas?
I'll have number 1. He fits the bill. He's got slight nutter, callus on his hand, and he looks a bit rock and roll.
It's unnerving the way you keep saying, I'll have number 1.
Well, you know, have him, like...
You don't get to keep them, you know.
Number 1, please.
Well, let's find out. Would the real Brian Shearer please step forward?
Oh.
Still performing with Chicory Tip, Brian Shearer, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, mate. So we end with next lines. Phil's team are in the lead, so they go first. And your time starts now. And then I saw her face.
Now I'm a believer.
Yes, Neil Diamond, I'm a believer. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
And I'm like, it's better than yours. Too right, it's better than yours. You can keep it.
You don't know what a milkshake is, but you get 2 points for that. What are you going to do with all that junk?
All that junk inside your trunk.
Yes, indeed. The Black Eyed Peas, My Humps. It's the theme tune to Cash in the Attic. And Johnny reckons that he saw her in the chemist buying oral contraception.
Shit, it's me and I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember.
It can't be for her hubby because he can't get an erection.
Erection, that's right, indeed, yeah.
The Reverend in the Makers, What the Milkman Saw. In nomine Patris Effuli.
No! The Reverend Ian Paisley.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Spiritus Sancti.
Well done, 2 points for that. Spiritus Sancti, it's the Pope from the Latin Mass. I'm giving you 2 points for that, and I'm taking 2 points off for saying Ian Paisley when it was the Pope. So you're back to nothing.
Swings and roundabouts.
Baby, you're still the one that can turn me on?
This is the Pope again.
You can make me whole again.
Yes, You Can Make Me Whole Again by Atomic Kitten.
Why do I know that? Embarrassing. Why do I know that?
Phil's team, you've got 10 points there. Carol, how many points do you need to win? Quite a few.
Far too many.
Oh, what a feeling.
When you're dancing on the ceiling?
Yeah, Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I want to hold you tight.
Get teenage kicks right through the night.
Yeah, from the Undertones, Teenage Kicks. I would go out tonight.
But I haven't got a stitch to wear.
But you haven't got a stitch to wear except a mad cape. Yeah, the Smiths, this charming man. Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer.
That's my song.
It's Elton John's song, man.
Oh, come
It's a
on.
modern tune.
It's a nightmare, isn't it, not remembering your own words?
At least they're not your words. At least you stole them.
The headlights on the highway.
Yeah, and the headlights on the highway. Life's a game, and we need to play it correct.
Do the right thing and don't get caught up in loads of mess.
Yeah,
That's
man.
my song as well.
You're on there. It's one of yours. Stay with me. It's like 10,000 spoons.
That's not my song.
Pass. It was When All You Need Is a Knife, Alanis Morissette. It's the final countdown.
Oh.
You made that camper than that song actually was. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0.
The answer I have on the card is Happy New Year. I don't know what the actual points are. There's probably a graphic on your screen. All I know is that there are no real winners tonight. Our thanks to Phil, John and Richard, to Noel, to Ironic and to Carol. I've been Frankie Boyle and you've been watching, I imagine, a very heavily edited version of Never Mind the Buzzcocks. Good night.
Well, there's a Buzzcocks Doctor Who special next week on BBC Two Wales. Find out more in about 22 seconds' time.
This is a bit themed of supernatural, this show, isn't it? Because of you.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi?
Yeah, there we go. You're telling me we've got an orthopaedic Dalek?
Who are you?
I have absolutely no idea.
Who? Doctor Who.
Who?
I actually look like that when I have linguine.
Can you stop staring at me?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor Who.
Correct. David Tennant hosts Never Mind the Buzzcocks. Next Wednesday at 10 on BBC Two.